small research team was scanning the ocean floor near the coast of Beaufort Inlet, North Carolina. It was a calm day, and the work was routine. Sonar sweeps, mapping the seafloor, noting changes. But then, something strange appeared on the screen. A long, straight shape, too perfect to be a rock. Surrounding it were scattered objects, some large, some broken. Whatever they were, they looked like they had once belonged to something important. Maybe a ship, maybe something older. The team followed protocol. No jumping to conclusions. No big announcements. Just mark the location, save the data. Still, no one could shake the quiet feeling. They had just found something big. The report was sent to the North Carolina Department of Natural and Cultural Resources. Soon after, expert divers joined the mission. They descended into the dark water, moving carefully. Visibility was poor, but what they saw made their hearts race. There were wooden beams, worn, but clearly once part of a ship. Tangled ropes. Ceramic pieces, bowls, jars, plates, all from the 1700s. And then came the cannons. Dozens of them. Some buried, some tilted on their sides, frozen in time. But one cannon stood out. It was heavier than the others. Its front, the muzzle, was sealed shut. Something was different about it. Weeks passed. Finally, the team was ready to raise it. Ropes were secured, and a crane lifted the massive iron cannon from the seafloor. Barnacles clung to its sides. Rust gave it a reddish hue. But as it thudded onto the boat deck, everyone heard it. Clink, clink. Something was inside. It didn't sound like a cannonball. It was lighter, delicate. Because of the mystery, the cannon was sent to the Queen Anne's Revenge Conservation Lab in Greenville, North Carolina. Conservators began the long, careful process of cleaning it, removing layers of rust and salt. Days turned into weeks. Then they reached the sealed muzzle. Drilling gently, they heard it again. Clink, clink. And then something incredible. Inside the cannon was a small, sealed lead container. Corroded, ancient, and clearly untouched for centuries. When they opened it, the room went silent. Dozens of gold coins glinted in the light. Spanish escudos, French Louis d'Or, real pirate-era treasure from the early 1700s. Experts believed it had been stolen, then hidden inside the cannon, maybe for safety, maybe for secrecy. The discovery was priceless. But then came the lawyers. Who owned the gold? France? Spain? North Carolina? After months of legal back and forth, the state took ownership under maritime law, but the salvage team received a quiet cut. Some of the money went to fund education, conservation, and future shipwreck projects. No one got rich, but it made a difference. The coins were never shown to the public. Too valuable, too legally complicated. They remain in secure storage somewhere in Raleigh. But the cannon, the one that had hidden the treasure for over 300 years, is now on display at the North Carolina Maritime Museum in Beaufort. Restored. Silent. A small plaque reads, "Recovered from Beaufort Inlet." One of many cannons raised from the Queen Anne's Revenge wreck site. Nothing about the gold. Nothing about the secret. Still, visitors come. Children press their faces to the glass. Historians linger. And a few, just a few, know the truth. That inside this quiet cannon, for centuries, pirate gold had waited.